Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show. He's on the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Woo! What is going on, Bakers? Welcome to Wake and Jake, a spooky edition. Happy All Hallows Eve for myself and Beebs. Hope you guys enjoyed the sports weekend, World Series, big NFL weekend. Caught my first quarter of Knicks basketball, easing my way back into that. Again, hope you guys had a good one. It's a big one, World Series, and then the full NFL weekend, including the Sunday London game. Let's talk World Series, because that's what we do best around here, if we're being honest. We had the first two games, Friday and Saturday night. Thank you to everyone that was joining with us as we streamed. Peter, Trev in town, Beebs on the ones and tunes, Pax, Jom, Canobio, different people floating around. We previewed it here, talking baseball everywhere. Mighty Houston, their dominant regular season, their dominant postseason, undefeated coming into the World Series. The Phillies, not the favorite in their wild card matchup, not the favorite in their DS matchup, not the favorite in their CS matchup, but with the high-end talent that you loved and their formula. The heart of our lineup can outmaul anyone right now. Game one in Houston, the boys go down. Philly goes down. Nola is getting hit. Kyle Tucker, 2 homers. That is 5-hole hitter Kyle Tucker. Altuve, Pena, Alvarez, Bregman, Kyle Tucker, who hits before Yuli Gurriel. He hits 2 homers. It is 5-0 after 3. And you say, all right. Nicky Cass. Let's see what Philly's got. You know, are we going to make this a game? Are we going to make this a series? Or is everyone going to have to, you know, give Houston their handshake and you bookended it and here we go? Not even bookended it, because they're going to keep going. They just pitch. Phillies have a punchback inning that I might put a stat person in on making a real stat, because I think it is so important, especially in today's baseball, punching back in the half inning after you get scored on. Kyle Tucker, it's his second home run, pimps both of them to go up 5-0, and the Phillies come back. Nick Castellanos swinging at almost everything, but gets enough of a barrel to get a 2-out RBI single that then leads Bohm to hit first pitch 2 RBI double, and it's 5-3. And just like that, 5-0 World Series in Houston. Justin Verlander on the mound. You punch back, and then they do it again in the 5th. JT Realmuto almost leaves the yard. 2 RBI double, tied at 5s. They got 5 off of Verlander. After Houston got 5 off of Nola. Again, Verlander, I know he had this incredible regular season. He is Justin Verlander. He had a good start against the Yankees. The conversation about the Yankees lineup was not a joke. I need people to understand that. Like, they had nothing working. It was Rizzo. It was funny looking back at Yankee stats. Rizzo, I think, had 10 RBI this postseason that had him amongst the league leaders. Nobody else really did anything. Harry Bader, shout out. But again, Harrison Bader's not a guy that's supposed to be a threat in that lineup. Verlander, 5 earned, 5 innings pitched. His World Series stats? Hello. What is that about? We'll talk about that in a little bit in a minute. both bullpens come in and do their thing or survive. I'm looking at you, Zach Eflin, as this World Series goes on. He feels like he's walking a tightrope with every pitch. It goes to extra innings. We've got Chaos Castellanos with the sliding catch to send it to extras. Phillies defense made that a little possible. JT Realmuto goes yard. Luis Garcia, our young rock the baby king, comes out of the bullpen for the 10th, which I didn't love. He's obviously super talented, but you hadn't used Stanek yet, who's a bullpen guy that had a great year. Realmuto 3-2 goes the other way with it. That small wall, it looked like Tucker was going to have a shot with it. It's out of his reach. Nobody's getting there. And Phillies, David Robertson. Oh, my God. Talk about surviving. Every pitch you thought was going to go for a home run, he gets out of it. Phillies take game 1, 6-5, and then you have Wheeler lined up for the second game, who, there's an argument he's better than Nola, and he's their true one. Could they go 2 up to the mighty Houston Astros? No. They score 2 runs on 4 pitches. Double, foul ball, double. It is 2-0 Astros. They score a third on an error from Edmundo Sosa, who is their verse lefty shortstop / defensive replacement for Bohm. So when you have one of your defensive guys who's in there, have an error that straight gives up a run. 2 outs would have been out of the inning. I think that was so massive. I think 2-0 to 3-0 with this Phillies team. If any time there was a runner on, you would have been feeling the pressure of a game-tying homer. Wheeler settles in a little bit. He still didn't look great. They appeal a play at second that really didn't look close, but it froze the game. Bregman homers. It's 5-0. You start having the thoughts, 5-0? I've seen this. Can the Phillies? No way. They won't. They kind of had opportunities. It didn't click. Houston wins this game 5-2. Any of the things you'd end up really questioning does not hurt Houston. Although, if you're the Phillies, you're sitting there like, okay, we took game 1. Game 2, we had chances to give them a scare. Nothing fully clicked. Kyle Schwarber, that home run situation, if you saw that, he hits a foul homer. They call it a homer. He circles the bases. He's back up at the plate. And you're like, that stinks all around that he's got to do this. Then he sends one to the wall. Kyle Tucker standing at that short wall, catches it. Framber, really good. Looks like there could be some funny business there. He's going to his hand and wiping his shirt. He calls it a nervous tick, and he likes wearing the dark uniforms. It's got all the signs of funny business. It's just to what scale is that funny business? Could it all be a Halloween hoax where he wants you thinking he's doing funny business? Is he actually getting some stuff that's over the line to get a better grip? I don't know. Form your own opinions. I know within the walls of John Boy Media, everyone's got different opinions. Some stronger than others on it. Do what you want. Framber drops it. Phillies don't call him out. We will see if there's another Framber start in this series. Get ready for that conversation because America loves that conversation for whatever reason. When we get into crossing the line, this country loves that. Framber shoves 6.1, 1 earned run. Both bullpens good again, and that is, I guess that is kind of the upcoming storyline for me as we head into the next 3 games in Philly. I can't tell you how excited I am for tonight, and before I do, another reason I'm excited for tonight, Blitzball Battle. It's back, and look at this. Would you look at that? Blitzball Battle is back. Would you look at these? And And it's awesome. As you guys know, we always up the ante just a little bit, and we for sure did with this Blitzball battle. So enjoy it. We are game one. Obviously, we're making content, people. Must watch all of them. The tournament itself is just pure electricity. We've been sitting on this for a little bit, so everyone that was involved is so excited for it to get out. Tune in. Have fun. Some moments. Some historic John Boy Media moments are made at this tournament. My God.
Things we're going to be referencing for a long
For life, not a joke.
Like, sure, that happens every tournament, but they're instant all-timers. Instant Yankee classic.
There is a John Boy Media employee who I won't give anything away with this, but has a moment that will be talked about for their whole life. Whole life. Tune into the Blitzball battle. These upcoming games, 3, 4, and 5, the next 3 days in Philly, starting with the Halloween game. I have overhyped this in my head. I know it, and I'm trying to come back from it, and I don't know if I can at this point. Philadelphia is... Their fans have an argument for, the craziest sports town. Those people are hard-nosed, a little kooky, and it's... they've thrown stuff at Santa. It's Halloween. It's a World Series. Our society, people don't really want to talk about this. Since COVID, our society hasn't fully, bounced back. If there's an event, we go. Because we just had a year and a half where there was no go button. So now, World Series, if there's a pro sports team going for it in your town, we go nuts. Everybody loses their mind. This weird bad Joker impression. If this game is good, Halloween makes people insane anyways. There's kind of no rules.
Yeah.
You can dress however you want.
It's a very interesting time of the year.
I could have someone break my nose and I could rip my pants off and walk down the streets of New York and no one would flinch.
This weekend, totally fine.
And that's not
I
even
purposely didn't Uber or Subway home this weekend after streams because it's late night. Get to see some weird stuff walking around. People are out. It's Halloween weekend.
People are out. Butts in the street. Saw one of those. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hopefully game 3 is good because it has all the makins and fixins for an all-time game. If Philly can win this game, and it's Noah Syndergaard versus Lance McCullers. How's your hair? Take care. Brush your hair. The bullpens have been great. Who is going to break the other team's bullpen? The crowd tonight should be insane. That as long as if we get a good game, or if the Phillies take control of this game, it's going to be a raucous environment, an environment you just don't see in sports a lot. So I really hope we get a good one tonight. Think we're streaming? Figuring that out now. What do you think?
I assumed we were streaming tonight.
I think we're streaming. I think
who exactly is involved is still up in the air.
There were some thoughts that we might not be built different, but I think we are. I think we're trying to rope in the We Got Ice boys. So could be a weird Halloween stream.
Well, then I'm happy.
And then 4 and 5. I'm not even going to fully tee 'em up. We'll be back here on Wednesday, but this game 3, for a lot of series, it's the pivot games. I think the stat was 71% of those teams and end up getting the dub. Bozo did the dub. We will see. If Houston gets this one, game 3, I do think it's their series to have because that means it's going back to Houston. Not that Philly can't win there. Philly can win anywhere. But with the depths of their pitching, and I think this goes back to Houston either way. For the Phillies to win the next 3 at home, they would have to get a second momentum swell that they've already had this postseason. They've been hot. They've had the juice. They took the Padres down in 5. And maybe they do. And maybe that's what we end up saying. But this Houston team's a little different. The depths of their pitching are crazy. It's been a good series. Also, Phillies, some of their young players, it feels like Stott has taken a leap, and he's giving a special performance. He'll be back in the lineup. and you know all the guys from Houston. So it's been good. Where are we going to be in 3 days? How about that? We will be... I think we're tuned up for a great series. I would expect... I think the Phillies are probably going to take 2 at home. Whether it's they win tonight's game, Ranger Suarez looked good and confident when he was out there. And then you're going to be back to Nola at home, I believe, for Game 5. So I like how they're looking. If Houston steals a game, if today or tomorrow the Phillies use their good bullpen and Houston comes back and wins in the 8th or the 9th inning, that would be daggers. That would be it's Houston series. They're the big bad wolf. They ruined your plan for a day. If that happens, it's all Houston. Phillies, they got a lot of life. They've got get the juice back, Philly. Get the juice back. Hopefully an all-time game tonight, which is a really tough ask. Really tough ask.